Welcome back. Hope you're having a good Friday morning. Well, one day to go before you get into that weekend, but a lot of stocks in focus as we run you through the list. Nischal Maheshwari, CEO, Institutional Equities and Advisory at Centrum Broking, joins us on the show. Hi, Nischal. Good morning. Well, let's talk about a couple of stocks then. In terms of result reactions, Eicher Motors, the numbers look good. I believe they're taking a price increase as well in the month of May. But how much of it is in the price? Do you think it's good for more?
Morning, Nigel. I think good set of results, basically. I think more than what market was expecting. If you look at it, I think some of the reaction is already there in the stock. But I do believe, basically, there is an upside from here onwards also. And we continue to believe, basically, this is a good stock to keep on adding at every fall in the market.
Okay. And Nischal, hi, good morning. The entire commodities pack seems to be weakening. So copper has hit a new year-to-date low. Manisha was also just telling us aluminum, for example, is weak. Oil, of course, is where it is. By the way, the Bloomberg Commodities Index is at a new low as well. So it's broad-based weakness which is starting to come over. What do you make of it? And what are the implications for markets? Implications for the economy may be very different because of terms of trade for importers turning favorable. But for markets, what does this mean? Your sense?
Morning, Prashant. I think this was expected as per expectation, not very different, basically, because if you are expecting that interest rates going to be higher for longer and possibly another interest rate hike in June by Fed, and possibly recession by the September quarter, I think all commodities demand being weak across the world and both the consuming bowels, whether it is Europe or US, you are expecting all these commodities to be weaker only. And I think they are behaving that same way. As far as India is concerned, fortunately for us, we are a consuming nation. Basically, we are not a producing nation for most of these commodities. So, I stand corrected. Basically, we are producing, but we are a big importer also of most of these commodities. So I think it is good for India as far as this thing is concerned. As far as market is concerned, I don't think commodities, India is a commodity heavy index, basically. If you look at it, steel is around 3.5% on the Nifty. Oil is another 4 or 5%. If you look at Reliance, basically, which is the major weight there, basically, in case of oil and gas. And that's a refining company. It's very little upstream. So not much of an impact as far as the stock markets are concerned, as far as commodities weakening is there.
Okay, speaking of weakening, I was just looking at some of the Asian markets, and it's a pretty downbeat picture across our neighborhood, across the region. Hong Kong, China, Singapore's down 1%. So the mood is fairly somber, you'd have to say, this Friday across regional markets, and therefore the SGX Nifty is looking at a 70-point dip to begin with. That's what I'm talking about. The colors are very clearly red, at least as we get into the opening. And that's the SGX for you, looking at about a 0.5% decrease.